All right. Hello. My name is Scott Johnson. I'm a political organizer and an amateur journalist. Yesterday was the first day of the 118th Congress. Their first order of business was nominating and choosing a Speaker of the House. And after 3 failed attempts, they still could not figure out who they wanted their Speaker to be. Republicans have an advantage. The Republican advantage is there are 222 Republicans to 213 Democrats. So that's a 9-member plus advantage for Republicans. Now, there were multiple nominees that were put forward. You had Kevin McCarthy, who is a more moderate Republican, corporate Republican. You had Jim Jordan and Andy Biggs. Those are 2 more far right-wing Republicans. And then on the Democratic side, you had Hakeem Jeffries, who was kind of like Nancy Pelosi 2.0. And the big conflict was, in order to become Speaker of the House, you need a majority of the votes cast. The Republicans ended up splitting their votes, and Hakeem Jeffries didn't quite get enough votes of the entire majority to become Speaker. So now they had to redo it, and after there were 3 failed attempts for Republicans to choose a Speaker of the House. And let me tell you, I'm living for every single moment of it. Now, for some of you saying, well, why is this a big deal? Why is this happening? Is this important? Oh yeah, it's very important, okay? The House of Representatives cannot proceed until they vote on a speaker. I study all of this stuff in school. They cannot proceed on voting on legislation. They cannot pass a budget. They cannot write and pass laws until they have a Speaker of the House. So now they are having to do it all over again, and there are multiple members of Congress that are saying, multiple Republicans that are saying, we can't get on board with McCarthy. We can't get on board with McCarthy because he's a corporate shill. He's a corporate Republican that takes a lot of money from the wealthy swamp establishment powers that be in Washington, which is true. You want to break down, I look at the Federal Elections Commission data. Kevin McCarthy has taken $26.5 million. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. $26.5 million from the retirement industry, the healthcare industry, the private equity and insurance industry, the fossil fuel industry. That's a lot of money. Compare that to Nancy Pelosi, who's taken $24.5 million from the wealthy Wall Street executives. So when it comes to the powers that be, these 20 Republicans were holding out their vote from Kevin McCarthy, preventing him from becoming Speaker. Who do they nominate instead? Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan is a co-founder of the Freedom Caucus, a far-right caucus in Congress. Now, again, this all matters because we can't proceed forward as America. They can't proceed forward in the House of Representatives until they find a Speaker of the House, meaning they cannot vote on legislation. They cannot vote on passing the budget. And this is American democracy at work, and they cannot get their ducks in a row. And this is my face watching all the Republican infighting. So I'm living for every single moment of it. And it is quite entertaining. And also, if you're enjoying the stream, oh my god, smash that follow button. Smash that follow button. It means a lot. I try to go live every single morning, and I like to be informative, but also entertaining. And if this is your first time, seeing me, hello. I'm a political organizer, and I try to break down the news in ways that's like, what's fact and what's opinion. I try to make that more clear. And look, it's hard to understand politics. It's hard to understand, oh my god, there's so much information out there. What do I believe? Where do I go to? What is factual? What is opinion? What's truth? What's not truth? It's hard. It's hard. You're probably just waking up, or you're on your way to work, you're checking your TikTok notifications, and you're just like, who is this guy? Listen, my job is to make it easy for you to understand. And what's what you need to know is that there were 3 failed attempts to choose a Speaker of the House of Representatives. Why that matters? The House of Representatives cannot proceed with doing any of their normal voting on legislation or passing the budget until they figure out their leader. And this is your taxpayer dollars at work. Get it? Anyway, that is the big story that is happening today. Oh, and by the way, for people who are trying to make fun of me, or tell me to talk normally, or trying to get under my skin, sweetheart, I am a gay guy from the South. Do you really think that you can get under my skin, sweetheart? It's like watching a 4-year-old move a couch for the first time. This is my response to the haters on here. Go sit on a cactus.